first and foremost, I am going to be his wife and what he needs of me in that role, period. And then when it comes to the church and being the first lady, wherever that is for me, I'm going to figure out where my
Pastor Keion and Shaunie Henderson talks about the next chapter of their life in a recent interview with MB Magazine. Hey royalties, kings and queens, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Royalty, back with another celebrity relationship gist. Thank you so much for clicking and watching this video. If you're new, please take a moment to be a part of us by hitting the subscribe button and turning the post notification bell so you can be a part of us and what we do here. Thank you. So this interview was done after their engagement, prior to their wedding, and I tell you, the answers that they gave and everything they said was in a unified form, and it's perfect even now that they are married. It was such a beautiful, powerful, and impactful interview, one that anyone going through a divorce or tired of the dating game would find interesting. The interviewer was direct with the questions, and they were transparent, straight to the point with the answers. When asked about colliding their words, Hollywood and faith, Shaunie said, contrary to what most people know of her, she was raised in the church. She was a choir director. Her mom was a pianist in church, and she has also worked in the church office. So faith, as she called it, it's not new to her. She said their union is in God's timing for their life. Shaunie said she dated people in the past, but she knew deep down that she wasn't gonna get married to any of those people. In her words, she said the dating pool is hard. She had thought she would never ever get married again, but her kids started to grow up and she started to get lonely. Her path and Pastor Keion's path had always crossed, but at the time they didn't know God's plans for their lives.
fun, or you just go on dates. And it was lonely, and at a certain point I got to where I was like, I really want to be with somebody like for the rest of my life. Like because I thought I would never get married again. That was just out of the question, not doing it. And then as I got older, it was like, no, my kids are getting older, everybody's leaving, and I want that person, and it was not happening. It wasn't happening, and I just stopped thinking about it. I guess I gave up,
Pastor Keion mentioned that although they are bringing you into each other's life, but he didn't want her to try to change into what the people of the church expect of her, that she needs not to rush, has to take her time to plant herself where she feels comfortable. Shaunie reiterated that her first responsibility is to be his wife and thereafter to help where she is required to in the church. She talked about the impact of their union in her life, and she always wanted to be better and do better. Just looking at Pastor Keion's lifestyle and work ethics, that she just wanted to be better and do better. And also the impact of their union in the lives of her children, her daughter showing interest in Pastor Keion's sermon and asking and wanting to know more, and that just makes her heart blossom. Pastor Keion talked about not trying to change her, and that there were things he saw and liked about her and that he fell in love with. They both talk about bringing balance to each other's lives.
What I hope our example would be is the intersectionality of what we're both doing, right? That she took faith to the marketplace, and I'm bringing the marketplace to faith, and that there's this intersectionality.
Adding to his thoughts, Pastor Keion also mentioned that not all evangelists are in the pulpit, and that God needs people in production, people that are smart, in engineering, in different sectors of life.
When Jesus found Peter, he was a fisherman. Right? So we're all disciples in some kind of way. And we have to be comfortable with the fact that all preachers don't preach in churches, and all evangelists don't have a pulpit.
They talked about the impact they bring into each other's work life as philanthropists, as entrepreneurs, and the project they started to do together without even trying, without even planning them out. They just bring balance to each other. One thing I must say is that the chemistry between these two is undeniably fire, y'all. The way they talk to each other, the way they look at each other while the other person is talking, and Shaunie completing his statement, like his words, his popular saying, they are so in tune with each other. They genuinely have this friendship and love for each other. Guys, this was a really beautiful interview. I have linked in the description where you can watch the full interview. It's really beautiful and it gives hope for many who have lost hope in a happy ending, so you can check it out. Thank you so much, everybody, for watching. I'd like to hear your thoughts in the comment section. Do leave your comments and not forget to like, share, subscribe, and turn on the post notification bell so you do not miss another video from this channel.